Okay, so this is my presentation for Google Cardboard on Unity. First thing you're gonna need to do is make sure you have Unity installed, obviously, and make sure you have Git on your computer's path. So if you're on Mac and Windows, you probably already have. I mean, if you're on Mac, you probably already have Git on your path. If you're on Windows and you don't have it yet, you need to go to Edit System Environment Variables, and then go to your path, click Edit here, and make sure you have um, your Git in the path, right? Because we're going to need that in a moment. So if you're just following along the tutorial, you want to create a new project and then go to Window and Package Manager, which is here. And then you want to click the plus button, add package from URL, and then copy this in there. Then you want to go to Google Cardboard for Unity package here, and then go to samples, and then click here. I already imported it because I just did this, and then click import into project. Once you're done with that, you can come into assets. What does it say? Assets, samples, Google Cardboard. Here. Where am I? Sorry, I got a little bit lost here. Asset samples, add open scenes, and click. So I think you want to come in here, here. How did I get here? Open the layers menu, edit layers. Okay, so once you have the scene configured, you want to go to edit layers, and so user layer 3 I set to be interactive. So if we go to the treasure game object, you want to set the layer to be interactive, and then it'll pop up and say yes, change children. If you go to player main camera, cardboard reticle pointer, where was this again? Oh, it's underneath, it's nested here. And then reticle interaction layer mask, set that to be interactive. And then you have to configure your build settings. So for Android, it's a little bit different. I'm on iOS, so if you're on Android, I just follow along here. If you're not, then you're on iOS like me. Navigate to project settings. I think that's under build settings or project settings. Is it player settings? XR plugin management. Yep, here. And then you want to click plugin providers. Click on Cardboard XR plugin. And I'll show you how to do it for iOS because that's what I'm on. I didn't do the Android version. So it's in build settings. Here you're going to want to click on iOS and click, there should be a button here. Click add open scenes, so it'll give you your build scene here, and then switch to iOS. And then there's a couple more settings you have to change. So if you go to player, resolution and presentation, landscape left or landscape right, camera usage description should be in other settings. You just have to set that here because I think it'll yell at you or get mad, or iOS won't let you access the camera otherwise. You need to have a little pop-up that comes up. Target version, iOS, and then yeah, just put your company name, which is just my name, and project. Okay, we did that, and then navigate to file build settings. So this is the part where it gets a little tricky. You want to build, so if you click build, I created a new folder called build, and from there I'm gonna show you how to do it on the iOS side of things. So once you have this folder, you can only build to iOS on Mac. It's kind of annoying, or you can only like run iOS apps for iOS development on Mac. So yeah, so I'm gonna hop over to my Mac computer, and I'll show you the couple extra parts that you have to do. The iOS side of things, there's a couple things you're going to need to do. Once you download your build zip, you're going to have something that looks like this. So from here, you're going to want to open your Xcode proj here. So I already have it open up here. And the first time you try to build, it'll yell at you. So there are a few things that you need to configure. Doing automatically managed signing, or I think you have to do this, enable automatic, and set your team to be yourself. So this is how I set it up. You might need to have an Apple developer account for this. I'm not sure. So I do have one. If you don't have one, try it out. Let me know. I'm not entirely sure. But once you're here, then you should be able to click here and click. I already had it running, but it'll build, it'll run, build succeeded, and then it should pop up on your phone. And so this is for cardboard, so this is just on your phone. You strap a little headset to your head, and I will now show you the demo of how it looks like for how it's running on the phone.